Hi, Eric. How you doing?
There we go. There we go. So you saw the ad, right? You're a Strategy Room fan. You watched the ad, and just tell us what happened. What did you do next?
You know, I saw the ad, and I love your show. I've been watching it for the last 2 years, and I thought, you know, this is a great idea to get my idea out there, but also maybe ask the Angels for some ideas on some of the things that I'm doing and maybe help my own cause here.
Well, go ahead. What is your idea, my friend? What's your entrepreneurship idea?
Well, I want to start an internet database, and I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a secret, but I don't have any capital. The economy has tanked, and I don't want any investors, so I'm trying to pull up the bootstraps and do it on my own. So what I'm doing is I am taking an inheritance that I got about 10 years ago of about 30 years plus of National Geographic magazines, and I'm trading them up. I'm basing it on the One Red Paperclip book here. So what I'm doing is I'm trading them up for anything and everything, and then I'll take those trades and I'll keep trading them up until I have enough money to start my business.
Trading them up so just take us, the One Red Paperclip, a kid or a person, he was a young guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, it was Kyle McDonald.
He started with a paperclip, and then what did he do?
He started with one little red paperclip, and after 14 trades, he ended up with a house. And from what I hear, that house is now up for trade as well.
Okay, so he basically turned a paperclip into several, if not tens of thousands, maybe 100, who knows, a lot of money. Okay, so now you want to take your books, trade them up, and use that as seed money for your business. You going to tell us what the business was, a database for?
It's an internet database that just about anybody can use that's from 8 to 100, and I'm not going to tell you anything more than that. It's just too much of a secret.
All right. So I'm going to let you loose on the angelpreneurs here, guys. Go ahead, Mel. Anyone?
Well, I know what the business is. I'm not really sure.
But what about the idea of how he's going to finance it? I love this idea.
The idea of financing is actually fascinating. I'm self-funded as well. I also am completely bootstrapped still, haven't taken any funding from anybody. I wanted to control my business, especially it's still brand new. I only launched just over a year and a half ago. I think that it's fantastic that you are able to keep control of your business, especially at first, that your vision is clear. Obviously, you have a strong vision for what you want to do. I think that your very creative way of raising money, using inheritance, and if the trading up doesn't work, maybe actually going to I'm sure you thought of this, but going to some sort of convention or eBay or trade show where you can actually perhaps sell this 30-year-old collection of National Geographic, that might be another way to raise funds, but I think it's a great way to own it.
Let's jump in, Christy. What do you think of this idea?
I think it's great, and if you can make it work, fantastic, but don't discount the opportunity to get others involved in your business and the possibility of having some investors, whether it's just in kind, meaning they give you services, or whether if they give you just a little bit of money and you give them a small piece, because to get more people excited about your business is a great idea. And also, there might be areas where you might be weak in your business and others might be able to help you, whether it's financially or in financials or in marketing or something like that.
Hang in there, Randy. What about it, Vanessa? Do you like this idea?
And coming off of what she just said, actually, creating strategic partnerships with other people. Maybe you're not actually paying them, but there's something that you can give them, whether it's even something potentially in the future because you have an internet-based site, or if you have some other skill. We don't know what your background is, where you came from in your prior life, but if you can do trades with even your previous experience, I'm all about it. I have quite a few strategic partnerships and do a lot of bartering.
Let's ask Summer Raines, what about it? Do you like this idea?
I think, well, again, without hearing much of the idea, I think that the strategy that you may need to follow is really give yourself a time frame. You know, I don't know when you want to start with this company, and I think that if you're getting, you know, if you want to fund it and you're trying to, you know, try to raise money or trying not to raise money, but trying to get money from your National Geographic and it's not working, your mind is being taken off your company. So I'm not opposed to actually looking into angel investors. I agree on the two lovely women flanking me that, you know, sometimes when you bring somebody else on who's excited just as you are about your company, it could really add a service to where you're going. So I don't do that with trepidation. I think try what you're doing, and if it doesn't work, go elsewhere.
How's that for some advice? Is that working for you, my friend?
That is working for me, but I do want to tell you that I've been doing this for a year. It's working out for me, and I've given myself another 2 years to raise the money, and my first goal is $100,000. That'll get the database built and maintained, and then I'm going to try for $500,000 so that I can bring people on to do the marketing and do the the sales and things like that. So I mean, I've actually done all my homework. I'm working with professionals, professional marketers, professional web people, people that I trust who know my vision, who can guide me. It's just a matter of coming up with the money, and if I can do that, then this dream will become a reality.
And Randy, well, let me ask you, Mel. He's doing the right thing by appearing on Strategy Room, and he did everything it took to get this segment on Strategy Room.
I mean, I think that the marketing and branding, promotional side of it, you might have covered. I mean, you're really good at promoting that red paperclip book, which I frankly never heard of before. So, I mean, you know, I think that you probably have great qualities. One piece of advice that I would give you is use your good looks and your personality to help promote your company, whatever it is. I don't know if it's a consumer-based company, consumer-facing company, or a B2B company. Whatever it is, you obviously are a dynamic person who ends up getting his way. So use that when it comes to your business. Your business is the last place to be shy.
And also, Melanie hits on a good point. Why don't you get with this guy who wrote the red paperclip book and say, look, I'm going to try and do the same thing, and if I do, this might add new life into a book that probably sold a lot of copies when he was doing it and a little bit after, and now it's probably stagnant. So maybe he wants to partner up with you, and now even go on the road and speak about it a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no problem in using other examples to promote and leverage your own business. I think that's a fantastic idea.
What about Healthy Style New York? Is this a story that could appear on the website?
Well, if it's a success, sure. If it's a success, I can't get it out. But even if it's not, like, the experience is something that's definitely worth sharing with other people. So, and we do have a whole section that actually Jen Groover heads up, the career section, which is all about entrepreneurship, and you can get a little inspiration from her there.
Groover
as well.
is on your. Hey, by the way, Randy, if you haven't noticed, or you probably do because you watch Strategy Room a lot, these guys networked. I mean, they're here. They're Jen Groover, they're Melanie, they're Vanessa. They're Amelia. They're networking all over the place, helping each other out. Is there anyone else that you can work with to help you out, and maybe you can help them out too?
You know, I haven't come across anybody yet, but if anybody wants to network with me, I will definitely network with them.
I think it's important.
I'm all about. I do too. I'm all about getting the word out.
I think it's important that you go out in Denver. There are probably plenty of networking opportunities if you just go online and you find them. You find out where people are mixing, where people are mingling, where people are doing things that relate to your business, and you get out there and you, even if you don't want to spread the word with exactly what you're doing, but you find out who's out there who might be able to help you, and you get their information. Networking is so critical.
Let me give you two things I think will really help. Number one is like I said, you're a great communicator. I would, if you haven't already, start a blog telling your story of how you're doing this. Then you already have a book ready to be published right at the end. So start blogging about your story. I know you don't want to give away your secret. That's okay. You've got enough to start. Start telling people how you're going to do this and what your challenges are. Also, if you're not on Twitter, make sure you're on Twitter right now. It's one of the most fascinating ways to network. I have networked with the most fascinating people I've ever met in my life because of Twitter, from CEOs to now sponsors, PR people. Whatever you need to learn, there's somebody on Twitter who can help you learn it.
I think that's a great point. Also, a friend of ours, a mutual friend who owns Purple Lab, Karen Rabinovitz, also on purplelab.com has a blog, and she talks all about her struggle as an entrepreneur. And so many people can learn from that. If you're looking at, you have questions about licensing or whatever it may be, you can use her blog. You know,
and now Vanessa brings up a good point. He's going to run into costs that he didn't think about, right, Christy?
Right. Raise 3 times as much as you think you need. That's always my advice.
That's exactly why I'm shooting for the $500,000.
Yeah, that's
I do know what I'm getting myself into, and I want to make sure I'm prepared. And getting to the blogging, I do have a blog, but to be honest, the trades are not that exciting unless you read the stories behind them, which I have a Meet the Swappers section, which is in-depth look at how the trade went down. So I do that, and that could be part of a book in the future.
Yeah, definitely.
Another thing that
definitely keep good notes and all of your experiences that you've had with your trades. It's just a very unique story. Whether it makes enough to make a book, it's definitely a great soundbite. So that's the best way to get your business off, is to have an awesome soundbite that press wants to cover. Whether it's about your business, it's more about how you got to your business. Just keep fun notes and keep those sound bites as you come along. Like, wow, this will be a great thing to talk about in the press when my business is ready to go.
I think you need to talk about it. I talk about Healthy Style New York with everybody. Like, people know about the site because I meet them and I talk about it.
And it doesn't hurt that you're on Strategy Room once a week.
No, I love that.
And
I heart Strategy Room.
By the way, what is